Hello, brothers and sisters. I hope all is well. Hope you're having a fabulous day. High five. Woke up grateful, loving on yourself, loving on others, being kind, smiling. Yes, if you start smiling and just do it just because, it'll change your energy, right? Think of something funny and then laugh. It's pretty wild. All right, I'm going to get to your digging, so there's going to be loud sounds for your earbuds. Get the negative out, bring the positive in. Get the negative out, bring the positive in. Give some to you. Take that vibration. Don't they sound awesome? They're pretty cool. All right. We'll get to our Power Thought cards, see what they have to say today. What do you have for the collective? My home is a peaceful haven, and it should be. We always need somewhere safe to feel when we come back from being out with all those energies. I bless my home with love. I put love in every corner, and my home lovingly responds with warmth and comfort. I'm at peace. That's a beautiful card. I hope you truly feel that way about your home. And if you don't, then you need to switch it up. You know, I know it's not that easy, but you got to make things work in your life so you feel at ease getting up in the morning, right? Because that's key. You got to be able to sleep comfortably too, because your sleep is very important. So you threw it all away, you let it go, you raised your vibrations. We're on the journey. Let's see what the journey has to say today. What do you have for the person watching this video? What do you have for the collective? Oh, friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Absolutely. And sometimes friendships don't last a lifetime. A reason, a season, and a lifetime is how you should look at people. And if you have those friends that stick around, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. People come and go in my own life, you know, and that's okay, because you're taking lessons and you're getting feedback from each other, because we need each other. But sometimes people don't stick around, or you don't stick around. Life changes, things happen. And sometimes you come back together later on in life, right? That whole kind of a space thing. Sometimes you're growing, sometimes they're growing, right? And then you come back and meet again on the journey. Those are blessings as well. All right, let's see what the book says. You should cherish your friendships that you have at the moment. 48. All humans are created from the same source, but there are some souls that share a unique kinship. Yes, they do. Absolutely. You ever meet somebody and then you get that little tingling in your belly like you've known them before? I've met a few people like that. Friendships can be the most exciting and beautiful experience on earth, but it can also be frustrating and heartbreaking. Absolutely. It's any kind of ships, right? We all have different ships. We got the relationships, we got the friendships, we got the partnerships, all kinds of ships that we deal with. Understand that everyone in your path is here to teach you something. It may be for a year or a lifetime, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Together you will teach each other various lessons of the heart, such as trust, love, loyalty, and admiration. The bonds of friendships are often stronger than those of family. Oh, don't I know that? Some of my bonds, my strongest bonds, are with people that are not my family. And it's pretty wild, right? So you create your own kind of family within your tribe, you know, if you're gracious enough to have that. And I hope you do, to have people that you can rely on, that you know that you can call up and say, you know what, this is going on. Can you assist me with that? And just like that, somebody will be there, right? Those people are hard to come by. But if you do find them, hold on to them. You have formed a bridge of understanding between the two of you that has stood the test of time and of lifetimes. A true friend will emulate your path instead of dim it. Oh, you need the ones that lift you up and bring the light, and not the ones that dim it, right? So you need to weed out people sometimes, and that's okay too. He or she will give advice with your best interest at heart. To be able to communicate at a soul level with another human being is the biggest treasure of the physical dimension. I totally agree with that. You know, and if you are blessed to have people like that in your life, oh, you need to cherish that and love on them and let them know, you know, don't do anything to hurt people like that. Because those people are more sensitive, to be honest with you. Earth Magic. Let's see what these cards have to say. What do you have to say to the person watching the video? Oh. Iceberg, submerged. You know the thing about icebergs, it's very similar to how we live as individuals, because what you show to people is on top of the ocean, and what you don't show people is at the bottom, and it's usually the biggest part. When you look at the way the iceberg is, icebergs are pretty cool. We get them a lot in Newfoundland. So it's talking about the submerged part. So it's talking about your inner self that you're not sharing with other people. Let's see what the book says. 80. Up to 90% of the iceberg's body is below the surface, deeply submerged in the bosoms of Grandmother Ocean. Yet Grandmother also allows consideration freedom of her enormous children, permitting them to move about as dictated by the currents and their own momentum. Absolutely. They travel, and they travel far. Having broken off from a glacier or ice shelf, they float along the sea, much to the detriment of vessels that attempt to traverse their passageways. Most of us heard stories of ill-fated ships that have tragic encounters with these mountains. Absolutely. Have to be careful around those, right? Although the topmost portion of the iceberg can easily be seen, there's still a massive amount of its body below the water that may be difficult to detect. And that which remains unseen can fool us and perhaps even be dangerous and damaging. Ooh, that's big, eh? And those icebergs are pretty big. And if you ever get a chance to see one, it's pretty magical. What Mother Nature creates, don't you think it's pretty magical? Like, we need to stop and look at all the stuff that is around us that from Mother Nature. It's a blessing all the way in itself. Whatever you suppress or deny and attempt to keep out of conscious awareness will show up somehow and somewhere. Yeah, that's like the card from yesterday about denial, right? You're suppressing all that stuff. That's not good for you at all. These are your shadow aspects. At one time, you put them out of your consciousness for good reasons, yet they remain contained by shame and guilt. Those are terrible feelings to hold on to, so you need to work on those. Sometimes these submerged aspects of yourselves are projected into others so they can mirror those denied or suppressed parts of you, and you may even harshly judge these characteristics when they are exhibited. And that's like lashing out at somebody else because you have your own feelings in here. So you want to take note of your feelings that are in here and what you're suppressing, because one day something will trigger you and you'll just fly off the handle, and then you'll really have those guilt feelings because that person that you directed it at didn't deserve that from you. So you need to be mindful of those kinds of things. Now is the time to allow these elements to surface and embrace them. So that's 2 cards in a row telling you that you need to take care of those feelings that you've suppressed for so long. It's time. These may make up some sort of self-expression, a secret dream you wish to accomplish, or even uglier aspects that are difficult to acknowledge or accept. Whenever you have submerged Deep inside you, this is the opportunity to pay attention to those things and welcome them to the family called you. So, welcome them, take care of them, deal with them, but don't stay and live there. You know what I mean? There's things that you need to do in order for you to deal with them. And like I said to you yesterday, you need to actually seek help if you can't do it on your own. But I'm telling you, Spirit is there telling you what you need to do, because all your answers are in here. But when you actually talk to somebody else and kind of root through what's going on in your brain, because sometimes we get too chaotic in here and we think this and we think that, we think this, and it just gets too much that you get so overwhelmed that your body will shut down. So you need to have somebody that you can vent to, and then, and then kind of work it out and maybe get some guidance to help you deal with certain aspects in your life. And if you have those people in those friendships, oh, you are golden. Let me tell you, you're golden, right? So work on those things. So that's, like I say, twice, 2 days in a row. So we need to deal with those feelings. The universe is telling you it's time, because once you deal with those feelings, then you can move forward to the next chapter of your life. And don't you want to move to the next chapter of your life and make it the most magical one you've ever had in your whole life? Let's be the better version than we were yesterday. Let's do it. And let's do it together. Okay, thank you so much, universe, for that card. We're going to do our empath empowerment. Let's see what they have to say today. Oh, too many cards. We need just one. Practice self-compassion. See yourself with lovingness, kindness. Acknowledge your growth as an empath and honor the person you have become. Wow. And you so should honor the person you become, because you've gotten this far, right? And you managed to come out alive so far, right? Sometimes we take things into our own lives and we think the worst of them. We think, oh my, like our world is falling apart. No, it's not. You need to look for those silver linings. And isn't it beautiful how the cards came together today? Right? So make sure you have a safe haven wherever you go. And deal with whatever you submerged. And rely on those friendships. Make sure you have those friendships. And if not, go out and get those friendships. Get uncomfortable. Talk to people. I mean, the worst they can say is, no, I don't want to be your friend. You know how many people are on this planet? I'm sure you'll find one or two friends. You know what I mean? We get so caught up into our own stuff that we're afraid to go up to somebody and say something. You know what I mean? So what if they don't want to be your friend? There's another person down there, And always, always, always practice your self-compassionate. So I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my videos. I am so blessed and grateful that you can continue to come back. You guys are amazing. You make a sister feel good. Some days, I'm telling you, I have those moments where I'm like, oh, I'm not going to do this anymore, right? But no. Spirit puts me back into place and tells me to get that story out of my mind, right? It's still a process. Everything in our lives are still a process. And it will be for the rest of our lives, because something always comes up, like that onion, right? Layer after layer. And you'll deal with it when the time comes to deal with it. And you remember, you are perfect where you are. You're not perfect, but you're perfect where you are. Because you wouldn't be where you are if it wasn't for yourself. So make sure you tell yourself where you need to go in a good way. Don't bring all the chaotic stuff in, and put up your boundaries, stand in your power, and love on yourself. And I'm telling you, your life will be amazing. Things will come in and you'll be like, where did this come from? You know? And it's because that's what you're called into your life now. And you need to call good things into your life now. Now more than ever. Right? There's so much going on in the world. I keep saying, man, the world is crazy right now. And that's okay. It's going to be. You know, it's actually going to be crazy. And the thing that I want to see is people not fighting with one another anymore. You know what I mean? Like we're here doing the same thing a different way. That's just the way it is. Anyways, thank you so much once again. The new subscribers, thank you. The regulars, you guys are amazing for watching my videos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, comment. And always come back. Get your reading every day. Why not? Isn't it fun? Entertaining? I try and be as entertaining as I can. But hey, I'm only here trying to spread the love. That's it. Bye for now. Love and light.